Well, hello there. I'm checking in to let you know that on this ball that we spin around in, there's no snowflake that's the same. There's no wave that's the same. And it's up to you to create your own reality. So, in this episode of Hobo Surf, which is dedicated to Mark Monk Hubbard of Grindline Skate Parks, we're going to dive into some stories about people that are creating their own reality. And hopefully it'll inspire you to do something that's authentic for yourself. That's the whole point. Hobo Surf. So, I ditched the surfboard. Look at the deer. 4 hours later of buses. Yeah, dear. I'm going to Bainbridge to go skate. Then I'm crossing the magical city ferry boat. In the 80s and 90s, there was pretty much nowhere to skate in the city I grew up in. This man pretty much changed the world, and it inspired me to follow my dreams as a surfer. And holy shit, was it infectious. The stoke he had made us create our own skate community and surf community out where I live now. And maybe the one thing about being a skateboarder and a surfer that really helped me change everything else in life is that there's really no point in competing against anybody else. When I'm surfing and skateboarding, I'm just competing against myself. And that's kind of where you build strength. And that carries over into a bunch of other things, and then confidence comes along. Maybe you can find a way to just take the naysayers and say, yeah, alright, and just go off and do your own thing. You're probably going to find way more stoke. That's something that's happening out here. So there's a lot of people that are starting to create their own reality. And the first story we're going to dive into is about Chris Bauer. He's one of the only 100% hand-shaping surfboard artists out in this zone. And it's really neat to see what he's been doing. So yeah, I introduce you to Bauer Surfboards.
My son likes to surf and he wants to build boards, but if I told him to do that shit, he wouldn't do it.
So in a true old school fish, they did V out the tail and more of a flat bottom. But this, I think, rides better. So that's like the only new school tweak we're really getting to it, you know?
Good, man.
I think
We're pretty much there, dude. Just, maybe I need to drink another beer to make sure my eyes are straight. Feel your nation and like be able to get my board, you know, have people drop off their shit. Drip it on, dude, and then
kind of, yeah, and then
after.
paint it. Okay, like drip it. I agree. I think that'd be rad.
Because the brush is gonna
Might
come
go
out
so
thick,
turbo.
thick and weird.
Yeah.
But if you actually
drip
just
it.
drip it, so I'm gonna go super light.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm hoping it looks like that swell. It looks like it'll go all the way through the weekend.
That's rad. I heard it on the weather radio and I was like, oh, I gotta go home.
Yeah. I was looking all day today. If you get super high, step outside, okay?
Cool.
Don't get too huffed up. And take your time.
Exactly. Just get it on there and then go back with the brush.
Dude, this is
What have
sick.
you been up to, Jasmine?
See, he's getting the flow now.
If you would have told me when I was a kid that I'd be doing the art on my own custom surfboard in the state that I grew up in, I would have told you you're crazy. Yeah, there he goes. Oh my goodness. Watch them. Oh my god. It's like Nickelodeon, dude, but it's like I get to do it. Oh, see the birds flying in the air. Start on the end and I turn on the radio. Put it in reverse, yeah, no, make a left there on Lake City Way. Drive past this old line down to the city. Inside tip, most people who create their own reality are on drugs. Mine's coffee. So the sun came out today, so I decided to go with the Costa Rica. Basically, you want to get the water up to 200 degrees. You don't want to go 212. So if you do boil it, you can bring it down. I use this weird meat grinder thingy because I live off grid. But for me, that's good enough. You probably want to get it a little more ground if you're going to use the French press, but it works for me. 4 minutes-ish, then you basically push down. Be careful, because if you push like too hard, it's gonna get all, yeah. Enjoy a cup of coffee.
Growing up, surfing, skating, everything in that culture was like all about like, oh, it's graphic and this and that, and then that's how I kind of wanted to drive the branding for this company. Being able to think of an idea and then like hand it over to somebody who can just in such like a whimsical, beautiful way and like capture so much feeling of the peninsula. Yeah, so I worked on this label for a couple weeks trying to get all the layout right with our guy Dan, but Todd just did this painting. So this is the first label for the Paso Robles zone.
Oh, sick, dude.
Yeah,
It looks even better.
It's like really
Bright
bright.
color. I love the orange with that, man. It's rad. I think that's the creativity and the art and obviously the quality of our coffee, but that has really separated it from other things that people love.
Right,
So.
it's personal. You know, I'm been really bad at like letting the story out, like, and letting out anything about what our brand was, because we were just busy with the cafe for so long that everyone knew about the brand that is like truly local. Everybody knew our story that walks into the coffee shop, but nobody really does anywhere else. My name's Nick Batchelor, and my dad's name's Don Batchelor. He started the business, and he's doing his thing in Paso Robles, California, and I'm here in Spring, Washington. We're Rainshadow coffee roasters, and yeah, craft coffee creators.
So there you have it. That's the first episode of Hobo Surf. There's going to be plenty more coming, but if you could take anything out of this, it's basically create your own reality. There's people that have done it before you, and there's people that will do it after you, but maybe it's time for you to do it. And Rest in power, Hubs. Mark Hubbard. If it wasn't for you, I don't even know. I see the birds flying in the air. I gave the pickup stick a thumbs up. Start up my van and I turn on the radio. So if you dug what you watched, I guess the easiest way to know what's happening is you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, or you could go to hobosurf.com. Soon there's going to be a whole bunch of new stuff happening, so thank you for taking the time. You can also follow me on the Instatron, or the Instagram as the normal folk call it, and that's hobo.dave. Have a good one.